Sergeant R.V. Burgin was like a grandfather to me. I grew up in a small town just south of Dallas, and it just so happens that R.V. Burgin lived like 20 minutes from me, and we met through crazy circumstances, but we struck up a friendship and would oftentimes meet over lunch, or most oftentimes a dinner. And his favorite hot spot where we would frequent was the Texas Roadhouse. He loved home-style cooking and meat and potatoes. That's the type of guy he was. We always wound up talking about his war experiences. My fascination with the Marine involvement in World War II in the Pacific. And one day in particular, one evening, I remember him telling me the story of his first night, basically, in combat. And it was on Cape Gloucester. They were digging in after landing earlier that day, and they were just starting to set up their fighting holes. And I want to read a little excerpt from his book, Islands of the Damned. Here's the cover of that book. It is phenomenal. I encourage you to get it and read it if you have not already done so. But the story that he relayed to me, it is mentioned in his book, but I'm going to read it to you. He said, "We stopped for the night and were just starting to dig in alongside a little creek when about 15 Japs popped out of the jungle on the other side. They came splashing through the water, and with high grass, bayonets raised over their heads and screaming, 'Banzai!' I had been carrying a mortar base plate and didn't have a rifle. I dropped the plate and pulled my .45 out quick. I don't even remember drawing it, and fired, catching one of them in the chest. He was about 35 or 40 feet away from me, still running when he went down. Other Marines were firing right and left, and more Japs were stumbling, going down. The rest turned back to the woods. I don't think more than 1 or 2 got away. That was the first man I killed. I didn't feel anything but relief. He didn't get me. I got him." And as he goes on further, he says, "After that episode, I carried an M1 Garand and my .45. A pistol is fine if somebody's up close, but I didn't want anybody getting that close again." So I encourage you to get this book, give it a read. There are a lot of details in this book that are not mentioned or depicted in the HBO miniseries, The Pacific. So if you want to hear more of the story of Sergeant R.V. Burgin, get the book. I have said in my previous short video, I am going to be showcasing pieces from the R.V. Burgin collection, items that he himself gave me. And then after his passing, his daughters had me come into the house and take items that were of interest to me. And basically they gave me all of the military items and artifacts that the family didn't want to hang on to. So I've got a lot to share, along with the behind the scenes stories that he shared with me. So stay tuned. I look forward to sharing these bits and pieces and the stories that go along with them with you guys. So hit that like and subscribe button, and be sure to turn on your notifications so that you never miss an episode.